Welcome to the NextYou channel. Do you ever feel like you're playing a chess game against yourself and you're losing? Or maybe you've replayed a simple conversation in your head so many times you could win an award for it. If so, you're not alone. And today, we're going to talk about how to stop being a spectator in your own life and start actually living it. Picture this. It's late. The city has gone quiet, but your mind is a bustling metropolis of what-ifs, should-haves, and could-bes. A young man, let's call him Alex, is sitting right there in the glow of a single desk lamp. He's 25. In front of him are spreadsheets, life plans, career trajectories, a perfectly architected future on paper. His brow is furrowed, his shoulders are tight. He's staring at these plans, but he's not really seeing them. He's lost in a labyrinth of his own thoughts. Each tick of the clock on the wall sounds like a hammer blow. Tick. You should have started that business last year. Tock. What if you chose the wrong major? Tick. Did you say the right thing in that meeting? Tock. You're falling behind. The weight of every possible future, every potential mistake, is pressing down on him. The night deepens, but sleep is a distant country he can't seem to reach. He's exhausted, not from doing, but from the sheer mental gymnastics of overthinking. Overthinking is a cunning thief. It doesn't just steal your time, it steals your joy, your confidence, and your ability to be present. It convinces you that if you just think a little harder, a little longer, you'll find the perfect solution, the flawless plan that guarantees no pain, no failure, no embarrassment. But here's the secret. That perfect plan doesn't exist. Life is messy, unpredictable, and beautifully imperfect. As the first hint of dawn paints the sky, a sound drifts through Alex's open window. It's the pure, uninhibited sound of a child laughing. He looks out and sees a little kid chasing a butterfly in the park below, stumbling, falling, and getting right back up with a grin, still chasing that butterfly. The child isn't worried about whether he'll catch it. He's not analyzing the optimal running path or the aerodynamic properties of the butterfly. He's just in it. He's experiencing the chase, the sun on his face, the feeling of the grass under his feet. In that moment, something shifts for Alex. A profound realization hits him. Life isn't a problem to be solved. It's an experience to be lived. All his planning, all his worrying, it hasn't moved him an inch forward. It's kept him frozen, a prisoner in his own mind, while the world, full of butterflies and laughter, spins on without him. He's been so focused on mapping the journey that he forgot to take the first step. So, how do we break free from this cycle? How do we become more like that child in the park? The first step is awareness. You have to catch yourself in the act. When you feel your mind starting to spiral, just pause and label it. Say to yourself, there I go. I'm overthinking again. This simple act creates a little bit of distance between you and the thought storm. You are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. The second tool is to ground yourself in the present moment. Overthinking almost always lives in the past or the future. To pull yourself back to the now, engage your senses. What are 5 things you can see right now? 4 things you can feel? 3 things you can hear? 2 things you can smell? 1 thing you can taste? This mindfulness exercise anchors you to reality, to what is actually happening, not the catastrophic scenarios your mind is inventing. Let's go back to Alex. The sun is now fully up. He looks at his elaborate plans, his fortress of what-ifs. And for the first time, he sees them for what they are, a cage. He takes a deep breath, stands up, and walks away from the desk. He doesn't rip up the plans. That's too dramatic and not the point. The point isn't to live without any forethought. It's to stop letting forethought paralyze you. The next morning, we see a new Alex. He steps out of his apartment building. The sun hits his face. His eyes aren't narrowed with worry anymore. They're open, peaceful. He doesn't have a rigid destination. He just starts walking. He notices the smell of coffee from a local cafe, the sound of a street musician playing a familiar tune. the way the light filters through the leaves of the trees. He's not just moving through the world, he's part of it. He's ready to live, not just think about living. A powerful technique to support this shift is the 5-second rule, popularized by Mel Robbins. The moment you have an instinct to act on a goal or an idea, you must physically move within 5 seconds, or your brain will kill the idea. Want to talk to that person at the coffee shop? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stand up. Want to start that workout? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, put on your shoes. This simple trick short-circuits the overthinking loop and pushes you into action. Action creates momentum, and momentum creates confidence. Another strategy is to schedule worry time. It sounds counterintuitive, but it works. Set aside 15 minutes a day where you are allowed to worry about anything and everything. When a worrisome thought pops up outside of that time, jot it down and tell yourself, "I'll deal with you at 6 p.m. Often, when your scheduled worry time arrives, you'll find that the issue either seems much smaller or has resolved itself. This contains the overthinking instead of letting it contaminate your entire day. Remember that progress is better than perfection. We often get stuck because we're afraid of making the wrong choice. But most decisions are not permanent. You can pivot, you can adjust, you can learn. Taking a small imperfect step is infinitely more valuable than standing still waiting for the perfect moment that will never come. The goal is not to have a flawless life, but a full one. A life filled with experiences, lessons, connections, and yes, even a few mistakes. That's where the real growth happens. Alex's journey is just beginning. He will still have moments of doubt. He will still catch himself slipping back into old patterns. But now, he has the tools and the awareness to pull himself out. He understands that his life isn't a script to be perfected, but a story to be written, one present moment at a time. He's trading the illusion of control for the reality of experience. So I ask you, what is one thing you've been overthinking? What is one small step you can take right now to move from thinking to doing? Maybe it's sending that email, making that phone call, or simply stepping outside for a walk without a plan. Don't wait for the dawn. Don't wait for a sign. Your life is happening now. Step into it. Thank you so much for joining us on the NextYou channel today. If this message resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next video on building a life you love. We're in this together. Now go out there and start living.